me ask you, what's the motivation, man, that keeps you going? Because like you just said, people don't think like the comedy is a real job. I think it's probably the hardest entertainment job, right?
Hell yeah.
Because you got a musician. If they get up there and people not feeling them, you do what? You play the hit, right? You just play whatever they can. Okay, well, we don't like that. Well, play whatever everybody like, right?
Facts.
You come on and you do it. But when you're a musician and you're a comedian and you standing up there and these people not laughing, and you of course you got your bag of tricks, but if you know when you turn people off, sometimes they just turned off. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say, and you got to do a 30-minute skit, and you 7 minutes in, and you see like now you might see some of the younger comedians, like since now of course everything is recorded, you'll see some of the younger comedians like Desi Banks and them, and people might not be feeling them, and they say, you know what, man, forget y'all. You know what? I'm still doing this and blah, blah, blah. They get really frustrated. They might storm off. So to be in it for 30 years, it's just a plethora of experience. You are literally the OG for comedians. Yeah. So what's the motivation, and how do you when you prepare for all of that stuff, man? Because there's so much you got to prepare for. Like, what if they don't like me? What if they don't like my comedy? What if they don't like this joke? How do you do all of that, man? It just seems very, very anxiety provoking for me. And I just like to know what's your mindset before you go do any show? And is it the same feeling that you had 30 years ago?
Yeah, it feels the same. Like, again, if I didn't have it on paper, I wouldn't believe it myself. I wouldn't believe it's 30 years. But one thing you hit on the nail on the head, I say all the time, is in comparison to other forms of entertainment like music, something ain't working, you turn and let the drummer get a drummer something, let the drummer rock 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hit the snare, where the cowbells. You got all that shit, right?
Right.
A comedian, all that equipment and instruments is within you and your jokes. Right. So when that joke don't work, you got to figure and navigate how, like you said, it's like being lost driving without a GPS, right. And you still got to figure out how to get there. But all that other stuff that you said towards the end, my advice when I talk to younger cats, and it happens more often than you would believe, I got to constantly tell them, don't think about those things, because if you overthink it, you will psych yourself out. Mm-hmm. All you need to think about between every show and every set is the important variables that come with that show and set. If I walk in, like I said, again, you guys hire me and I get there and you go, hey, talent, can you please, this is a dressy event, dress up, don't cuss, and don't talk about politics because we got a lot of politicians in the room, blah, blah, blah. I got that. Those are my variables and my instructions to somehow navigate whatever I want to do, keeping those three things in mind, right?
Right.
Everything else, you're working against yourself. If you give too much thought, you're going to overthink it and psych yourself out. I know comedians all day that something as simple as somebody being real strong in front of them, they don't like that. It psychs them out. Oh my God, I'm gonna follow that. Blah, 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 blah. But dude, just that's him and you're you. You know what I mean? He's gonna do whatever he does, and you're gonna do whatever you do. You can't worry about him because you're not him. You're you. And if you focus on you and what you're capable of doing and what you came to do, you'll be fine. But most of the time, like he said, our brain goes, these guys think about everything under the sun. So by the time you get up, that's too much to be thinking about. I told a dude, I took like almost 2 weeks off, right, at the end of the year. Because my year has been so crazy since COVID. And I'm not complaining, it's a blessing. We went from a total shutdown to right after the shutdown, my work doubled, tripled, and quadrupled. So I'm ripping and I'm talking about like right now, like my project this month and next month is to put my house literally in order because stuff is just thrown because I'm coming and going, and going. So at the end of the year, I told myself, I set it up where when I get around the holidays, I have time for self. And I did that. So when I came back to work, where was I? Oh, I was in Arizona. Not this past weekend, the one before. That's when my first time back, right? It's been about 10, 12 days, whatever. And I'm in Arizona. And the first time like the comedians in there are they're not that good. So they're not. No, they're not doing because they're struggling with funny and they're struggling with the time they're supposed to do. So the guy tells me they're gonna two guys are gonna do 15 minutes. You got 30 minutes before you go on. It was about 16, 17 minutes that were bringing me up, and I wasn't ready. I'm like, well, damn, I thought I had a few more minutes to, so I'm brushing my drink and all. So I get up there, I find myself out of my method, and I find myself thinking, oh, I'm making them laugh. It's a good time for the people out there. For me, it's killing me inside because I'm thinking and I don't think. It's a natural thing to me. So I don't think. So I'm looking like, I'm just going to get up here and go through what I go through. So the first set, everybody's like, oh my God, you did great. That was beautiful. I'm like, listen, it was great for you. I said, it was bothering me, man. I take a couple of shots of tequila and calm the hell down. And I calmed down. And then right after that, like this one guy he was like, you know what? I see what you're saying now. Like the second time as opposed to the first time, totally different thing. I was like, yeah, because that's not me. I don't do that. I do it a certain way, but I'm forced to do this.
Right.